For these dark times, the only answer is Dark Leonardo. He's the only one that can save us. I have been waiting for this figure for so long. Dark Leonardo. The packaging, I love this packaging. The Best Action packaging, it's not square. It could be square. I wouldn't mind that. But the artwork on the sides, you got the display window, even though Leo is cut off. You can't see his head unless you do like a little leanie. But man, that artwork, that Santaluco artwork, it's just freaking gorgeous. Let's pop this guy open. You can see their tray system. It's fantastic. Stuff is already falling out because no ties. Nothing's tied in there. You can just go right, bada bing, bada boom. Then you have Leo out and you're having fun. You're having a good old classic time. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this beautiful turtle. I just think the design on this Leo is just so cool. This is Best Action at its peak, right? This is where everything comes together. The original Toon Turtles were kind of boring, didn't suit them well. The IDW Turtles, with these better sculpts, these better designs, they're just fantastic. And you look at this guy, and yeah, you're falling in love. I'm falling in love. He's all kitted out. So Dark Leonardo, there's a period in the Foot Clan where Leonardo, he's having a rough time. He gets brainwashed by Kitsune and Shredder. He goes under their control. He becomes their Jonin or Chunin. I can't remember what the word is, but he becomes Shredder's like second-hand man before Karai, replacing Karai or whatever, and he's a menace. It's so cool. There was like what was it called? Deviations. There was some like one shot where it had all 4 turtles as Dark Turtles. So it's possible we get 4 Dark Turtles. That's a thing that could happen. But just this figure, it's utterly fantastic. Have I mentioned that yet? This one is the Battle Ready edition, so it gets the wash. You see the Foot Clan symbols, the claws. Let's see what this is all about, because Best Action, they have some of their issues. So we're doing full Townsend. That's pretty nice. The joint on this one is so fucking tight. I don't know why. I can't, like, there is, you can see it's there, but it's just like, it's stuck, it's fused. I don't know what's going on. And it puts a lot of stress. This is the problem Best Action has. These bicep cuts, they should just not do bicep cuts, I would say. Especially in this one, it's interfering with like the shoulder pauldron. But it's like, if you want to move the shoulder, every time you're putting stress on that bicep cut. And you can put it back on, but I don't know what's going on there. Like this joint, it's just really tough. And then they have the double jointed. This one, it's still Best Action. It goes into the sculpt really well. So Jenica is where it gets the worst, right? So you have that knee sculpt, and they just like, to hell with it, they just cut it right there. So you don't want that from Leo. So the arms, I think these arms are totally fine. There is, gosh, there is some, with Leo especially, I don't know. Look at that big, it's kind of hidden pretty well. Like the belt mostly covers it, but they did like a big gap. This is interesting. So there is, I mean, okay. I guess I popped him off the ball. Should we let's just fucking go. Let's see where this goes. Come on, Best Action. This is not what I intended to do, but you can see the construction of Leo. So actually, look, technically Best Action are capable of an incredible amount of ab crunch, right? You don't even need to like mod this guy. Like it's all there. I dare say that's the most ab crunch a turtle figure has ever had. His turtle, interesting to see turtle pecs. So that's really interesting. You can see, like, that's probably going to limit things. Oh shit! What have I done? I did it upside down. Let's put him back together. So if you want to mod this guy, you know, action figure modders can probably find a ton of stuff to do. It'd probably involve getting rid of that somehow, but okay. Now he's back in there. Okay, I guess there shouldn't be the gap there. Mine just came totally undone. So no real crunch then. Well, yeah. a tiny bit of crunch. So I don't know. I don't know about their mechanics. Something's going on there. The legs, great articulation on the legs. You're limited. You're not going there. You're going back as far as that goes. Has the thigh cut, though. You don't even need. This is where my boy Gary in the party wagon. You don't even need this thigh cut because it's like this spins well enough. I don't know. Like it's just such an extreme cut because you have to have to do a good thigh cut. You have to have a very cylindrical shape on the leg. If it's like a oval, you're just gonna see it. And then there's the knees. So again, technically, those knees are as bad as Jenica's knees if you think of it. Like if you really, God, if you go over it critically, it's kind of that same philosophy going on, but they worked it in more. They worked it in better. So it's like they can't go more than this. This is the limit of how extreme their joint should be. Like I don't think this looks necessarily too bad. It's mostly propped up because it has like the very cool like knee symbol thing. And then you have standard rocker. I still don't like this. There's some people on the other ones, they shave this part down so you can get more forward movement because there's really no forward movement. The head, generally, you're just getting like a big ball on the head. He kind of has this loose like handkerchief thing going on. And then look, you can already see this one, I think. Yeah, that's a problem. This joint is just so fucking tight. Obviously, normal folks are going to heat it up. People say that to me in the comments. I don't heat up figures for my reviews. I want people to see this is the figure you get out of the box. I think a lot of times reviewers, they'll go through, they'll heat it up, and then they'll get it out in bag. Look how well it moves. No, you shouldn't have to heat figures up. So I want to show you, like, obviously you'll have to heat this up or loosen it somehow, but I want to show you the figure you're getting. So yeah, it pops right back on, and it's not loose, but there's something in this. I don't know what it is. In this shoulder joint, and it's weird because it's not like painted. And it's like a ball joint, it's a butterfly joint, but it's just like it's very, I don't know, something weird going on there. So be warned. Yeah, and this connection, like it's so weird. Like you want to move the arm, but you literally fucking can't. So I don't know. I'll probably put some like Kiki loose joints up. I recently got some of that to like thicken this bad boy. But otherwise, that elbow's doing the same thing. Like this is just a freaking cool. Like all the issues aside, best action, nowhere near perfect. Again, this was like $21. I think this might have been like 25 because it's like the Battle Wash edition. But they're regular figures. It's like $20, $21, even less on sale. Let's look at him with all his accessories there as I put on the bow. Not the bow, the bandana. That's a freaking cool figure. So you get 2 of the bandanas. You get a very cool like short claw hand. You get the other hand. This is the sword holdy hand. Very nicely detailed. It has some like red, some black, some silver. The extra head. So the head he's wearing, it's like a open mouth roar, and this one, it's just like a very subdued kind of angry Leo. And I do think, it is the same head. So this is technically just a repaint. If you want to see a head swap, ooh, that actually came off really nice. And that went on pretty nice. So there's a more serious Leo. Put in that other bandana. I like that they give you a bandana for each head. 2 swords in their scabbard. Cha-ching. It's a very nicely detailed sword. I like it. Silver. You get 2 short swords, or I guess daggers they would be. Basically exactly the same, just smaller. You always get a best action sticker. This one's blue. I don't know if there's any like rhyme or reason on what color they choose for which figure. Cool. They do like, trading cards. It's like a very exact sleeve. Look at that. Look how cool that is. That Santa Luco artwork. Just freaking killer. Dark Leonardo served as Shredder's enforcer during the citywide takeover of organized crime. Under direction from Kitsune, Shredder commanded Leonardo to not take the lives of any of his opponents, perhaps knowing this would be enough to shake him from the witch's control. So he was deadly, but not that deadly. So I'm assuming you can see like the belts go there. This is tricky. I kind of want to feel like I want to go up. This feels dicey, like I'm going to break these plastic loops. They are very thin. Okay. Okay, I think it goes like that. Let me put it in. Because you can't have them in opposite directions. That's just fucking weird. That's one thing. The fit on the bandana can also be a bit of a pain. Let's swap out. So if you wanted to, well, he has enough. Let's do, we want. This stupid fit, it's not going to hold any weight. So there's that. Actually, generally what I try to do, and I think is best, if you're going to do the sword, because the weapons can be hard to maneuver, it's smarter. You shouldn't have to. Super tight, be careful. A lot of people break the swords at this juncture. Heat up those hands. I'm not doing it for the review. Oops. Not bad. Turned the wrong way, but hey. Okay, that'll do. Fuck. Stupid freaking arm. That's gonna be a problem. It already is a problem. Shit. Like, you can't. Like, the arm is just too ridiculously tight. That's sick though. Like, I wanted to do the pose on this. I mean, that's cool. This is a cool figure. A ton of cool stuff in it, not without some problems. It's the same figure as Leo, right? They're the same height. We have him going toe to toe. Well, at this point, like, him and Shredder, they're like really like hugging it out like father and son. But if you're looking at the height there, Shredder is still taller, like toe to toe against his brother. So he's fighting it out. And we don't have Karai yet, but he'd be doing something with Karai. But you can see that's how he compares to Donnie. Donnie's the tall one and his bros. But yeah, I don't know, pretty cool figure. The look alone, like if all you do is get this figure as basically to like function as a statue, gosh, that's, get that in there. Just as a statue, that's not a bad pick at all. Like, I think that's really cool. Get this back in there. I like this guy. Tons of fun. For all their flaws, for the low price point and doing stuff out of the current IDW line, I love Best Action. I think it's a no-brainer. Definitely not for everybody. I know a ton of people wish NECA would be doing the IDW mainline stuff or this or that, but Best Action is what we got, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. And Dark Leo is just stellar. Wicked cool figure. I think Best Action's totally worth it. So that's my review. I don't know, if I had to give it a number rating, this is a solid 7.5 out of 10. Probably like an 8, but this arm is bugging me on mine, so that takes it down. But otherwise, I don't know, I just love Best Action. Ton of fun with these guys, doing all the crazy scenes from the comics and whatnot. So let me know in the comments what you think. There goes Mikey. As always, thank you for watching. If you like seeing what you see, subscribe, share it with a friend, you know. And yeah, I'll join you with the next one. Shredder and Hell Turtles.